Today's video, which was actually really highly requested, was a video on drop shipping suppliers only based in the US. So if you're not in the US, or if you're not drop shipping to US customers, this video probably isn't for you. But if you are thinking of drop shipping in the US, you don't need to be based in the US to drop ship in the US. I've drop shipped in the US in the past on eBay.com as well. You just need to make sure, if you're not in the US, you don't live in the US, you need to get a US PO box, and you'll be able to operate in the US from the UK, for example, which is what I've done in the past. I currently don't anymore. I just do it in the UK and use a global shipping program, so therefore people in the US can also buy from me and it will show up anyway. But if you just want to use these suppliers, which are really good, and I do want to say they are kind of better than the UK suppliers, but they're still great. The UK ones are still great. But if you are looking to dropship in all of the other countries and not the US, make sure you watch my other video, which are going to be in the cards as well, because that video will show you all of the supplies you can use for every other country. But this is specific for the US, as it was a requested video. If you have any other countries you want me to do a specific supplier video on, please comment down below and I will make a video for you on that. So number one, yes, it was shown in my other video, but the thing with this one is it's usa.banggood.com. As in the other video, there was no US suppliers on here, but for example here on this one now there is. I'll just show you quickly how it all works. So let's just say we want to type in LED light. You would then press ship from and you would select United States. So these are now all the products that are in US warehouses, so therefore this will be able to ship to any state in the US within the same week, which is what you need for dropshipping. You don't want to be having anything come from China. That is so old school dropshipping. You can't be doing that. Fake gurus on YouTube that are showing you they're using AliExpress and China suppliers, they are fake, they're not legit. No real dropshippers are using Chinese wholesalers anymore. That's just not a thing. That was a time of the past, 2013. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. So let's say LED light. So we'll just select a random one here. Let's just select this here, for example. And what you would do is you would then copy and paste this. So we'll be able to see the other people on eBay, for example. Obviously, you can use these on Shopify or whatever you want, but I'm just going to show you an example on eBay because it'll be easy to show you that dropshippers are actually using these suppliers and they do actually work, and there is also profit to be made. So if we type this in here, as you can see here, these are actually coming up, but we want to go to sold items. And as you can see, they've been sold recently. Right now I'm recording this on December the 24th, and the last one that was sold was the 21st. But a lot of people aren't actually selling this in the US. So you've got a market here actually, because a lot of these are coming from the UK, they're coming from China. If you want to steal this market, you would have faster shipping. If you edited this product image here and you put same day dispatch, same day shipping, same week delivery, stuff like that, US warehouse, stuff like that, you would get so many more sales and you'd be the leader in this market, as not many people are actually selling here. The last one was November the 27th, so you've got a market here for sure. And look how much they're going for as well, being 16.76 cents, and this is $7.48. $3 shipping. There's no VAT on this, so no additional fees. It will literally be $2.99 with this, so it'll be about $10, $11. So there's profit to be made there. This is a good product. You can use this if you want. You just edit up the pictures yourself. I will have a video coming on how you can edit the pictures yourself to make them look the best. But anyway, let's talk a bit more about this supplier. So how do returns work with Banggood? If your customer simply wants to return your item that you've shipped to them, it's not difficult at all. It does not need to go to your address first and then you return it to Banggood. That's a myth as well. What will happen is, so most of the time, to be honest, Banggood just refund you. As long as you show the problem, they'll just refund you. They don't even want the return, because why would they want a broken product? It's not worth it for them. But let's say your customer, for example, just wants to return it because they don't want the product anymore. Therefore, you would actually obviously need to return it to the supplier, as there's nothing wrong with the product. You need to make sure the customer has put it in the right packaging, they haven't broken anything. As long as it's in the same standard of quality as it was when it was sent out to the customer, then you will be able to get a refund. But if it's not, and it's been returned to the supplier, and they see, oh, the product's not the same as it was when they shipped it out, which has never happened to me personally, but I'm assuming it could happen if the customer's not very careful. They won't refund you, and you'll probably have to refund the customer out of your own pocket, because eBay would side with them. That is the only downside of this. But Banggood is the main one I use, but I use it in the UK, but it's great in the US as well. It works the exact same way, the same policies and everything like that. If you want to go in more in depth, because I showed my live returns, how I dealt with returns live on the video in my last suppliers video, if you want to watch that. I think Banggood was the first supplier I showed as well, so it'll be really quick and easy for you to see how that all worked. But let's go straight on to the next supplier now. usdirect.com. Go usdirect.com, sorry, not usdirect.com. So you go to this website. This one is actually paid, so if we have a look at the pricings here, so there's two options. So you have the free version, which you will have to do everything manually, you know, all of that. And then option 2 is you can purchase a US Direct API plan, which is what I would recommend if you're already successful in dropshipping and you're getting a lot of sales already. Then you can actually link it to your eBay or your Shopify or whatever you're using, even Amazon, which is a huge one. It will do it all for you. Basically, it will automate and integrate your systems to our data, inventory and order management platform. So that is definitely worth it there. But if you're new, I would definitely start with this, or even if you're just starting a new store, just start with this. Even if you've been experienced in dropshipping in the past, start with this. Only use this if you're already, that store specifically is doing well for you. So let's get into supplier. So the way it works is basically, let me go here. They have many suppliers. GoUSDirect.com is not the supplier. They are the company that brings the supplier into one directory so you can find your suppliers. So there's things you need to look for with these suppliers. So let me just go through what you need to look for. So there could be multiple additional fees. So sometimes suppliers may not be very clear about their pricing and the scope of delivery. Make sure to check if there are no hidden fees before going into business with your supplier. Number 2, slow communication. You want to make sure they're fast with communication. Some may have no returns. You want to stay away from suppliers that have offer no returns policy. And if you don't see a returns policy and you do want to use them, you can always contact them and ask them if they do have a returns policy, and if they do, then you can go and use them. And then obviously, the obvious 2 would be bad reviews. If they have bad reviews, obviously you don't want to use them, especially if it's regarding their shipping times and product quality. And the next would be no warranty. You want to have warranty. It's an important thing to have. Anyway, let's actually get into this supplier now. So as you can see, they have their featured suppliers here. So if you wanted to do CBD, you could do CBD, as you can see here, which is a great market. I've seen a lot of my friends be successful in the CBD dropshipping space, a lot of them, to be honest. And then if you want to be safe here, you go to your proven sellers by US Direct. So you can have a look at all the products here. So for example, let's just pick a product here. So we'll pick this here, Lucky You, which is going for $9.85. As you can see here, this is the product, and as you can see, it's being sold for $19.96 here, and it is costing you $9.85 here. So that is great to use there. That's a big profit margin there. So this is just a really great supply you can use. What you would do is you'd obviously just copy all of the images, you copy the description, you copy all the information, and you put it on to eBay or Shopify, whatever you're using. That's why this here could be very useful, as it saves you a lot of time, but it will cost you money. So I would obviously recommend doing this first. So that is it for this video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure you press that like button and also press that subscribe button. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. And please make sure you comment down below any future video ideas you want and any more countries you'd like me to do a video on. So thank you very much and have a lovely day.